Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danny. If you are new around here, welcome. You have picked quite an interesting video to jump in on. As you can see, half my face is not working. And so today I'm going to be talking about the Bell's palsy diagnosis that I recently got and walk you through kind of what this journey has looked like so far. Today, I believe, is day 12. So today I am first going to just talk about days 1 through 7, how all of this transpired, what happened, what symptoms I was feeling, and what I have been doing lately to help alleviate it. So let's just dive right on in. So Saturday morning, August 17th, I woke up feeling sick. I kind of felt like I was getting a sore throat, or like I had that ball in my throat kind of feeling. And I had some like weird tingling sensations in my tongue. I kind of thought I was either getting sick or I was having an allergic reaction to something, is kind of how it felt. It also kind of felt like when you go to the dentist and you get Novocaine and your mouth you start to kind of feel your mouth again. It had that kind of like weird tingling sensation, because I distinctly remember making my morning coffee, taking a sip, and it didn't taste good. First of all, it kind of tasted like soap, which was kind of a disappointment. But it also kind of burned. Like it was like a combination between having Novocaine and burning your tongue really bad is kind of what it felt like. And it was only on the right side of my tongue. And I also kind of noticed like a little bit of drooping in my smile. And it was like a lot harder for me to lick my lips and like go like that. And so I was talking to my husband and I asked him, and so we just kind of kept an eye on it, because I really thought like, I think it's just an allergic reaction. I had eaten like a ton of pineapple the day before, and I was like, maybe that was it, because I am super sensitive to anything and all things. So I didn't really think anything of it, and I didn't have any other signs that I was like having a stroke or anything like that. Like I didn't have any tingling or numbness in my limbs or my arms or like any of the other signs and symptoms. And we had planned to go on a hike that day. And so before that, I was like, hey, can we stop at CVS and I can get some Claritin just to see if that helps? And so we went in, and they have a little minute clinic there, and there was nobody in line, and the doctor's door was open, and I stopped in and we talked to him for a little bit, and he said, kind of sounds like you could be developing Bell's palsy. And I was like, what? Like, come again? And so I was like, okay, but I'm not having a stroke, right? And he's like, no, I don't think you're having a stroke. And so I'm like, okay, great, wonderful, let's go on a hike. So went about our day, went on our hike. I did feel super just tired and lethargic, and I was like not into the hike by the time we got to the hike. And so it wasn't a very quick hike, or it wasn't a very long hike. But needless to say, we did the hike, and then we got home and I like crashed. I took a shower, got into my jammies, and went to bed just because I wasn't feeling good. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm getting sick. And then Sunday morning hit, I woke up and the entire right side of my face was frozen. And I will be honest, I didn't wake up and freak out right away, because I knew what was going on. Like I was very certain that it was Bell's palsy. I still went to urgent care so that they could diagnose me and properly diagnose me, because I just didn't want to take that chance. I wasn't thrilled to go to urgent care, but I went. And he basically said, look, this is something that can be caused by stress. We think it could possibly be viral. And when he said that, it did make a lot of sense, because that entire week leading up to Sunday, I didn't feel good. I was really tired all the time. I felt like I needed to take more naps. I just felt like I was fighting something. And so that made a lot of sense. So long story short, he sent me home with an antiviral and a steroid, which was kind of like standard protocol for Bell's palsy, because ultimately what it is, it's an inflammation of the 7th facial nerve. So the nerve is basically impinged because it's so inflamed, and that nerve is what dictates the facial movement on this side of the face. And so that is ultimately what is going on. The reasons and the why behind it all is still a little bit like hazy. But the steroid is to, again, help with the inflammation. The antiviral is kind of like an up in the air protocol that they don't know for sure if it works or if it doesn't. And so I still took that just to be safe because I did feel like I was fighting something. So took the antiviral and the steroid, and I am definitely someone who likes to do things as naturally as possible, but I will utilize Western medicine when needed and necessary. And I do find like a very delicate balance between the two. So I started taking that, but I also wanted to start taking some natural remedies as well for antiviral, anti-inflammatory, that kind of thing. So I made an appointment with my chiropractor who does kinesiology and muscle testing to see what was kind of going on with my body, what kind of state it was in. And I definitely had some inflammation. My nervous system was just like off the charts, like on fire, just like needed to relax. And I think that was a sign to me that I don't handle stress as well as I think I handle stress. So it definitely kind of was a reality check and made me like basically rethink everything that I was doing, like all of the things that I've been trying to do and juggle, and all the plates that I have to deal with, and like all the balls that I have up in the air, like reassess all of that and reassess the stress that I put on myself ultimately. So again, long story short, she gave me some anti-inflammatories. I'm doing high doses of turmeric. She also gave me some stuff to help with my nervous system, just to calm that down and make sure that that is healing and not on high alert, because that is not going to help anyone. So I did that, and then I also tried out IV therapy because I figured, why not be hydrated? I want to make sure that my body is getting all that it needs and is getting the support that it needs in order to heal itself. So I went to one of our local hydration rooms and did they did a personal protocol. They basically made a personalized cocktail for me for IV therapy, and they put in some painkillers, they put in a lot of anti-inflammatory, they put in glutathione, which is a high antioxidant detoxification vitamin or substance, and obviously hydration as well. And I felt great after that. I don't know. I really loved it. I am such a fan. And then I also tried acupuncture, which was also the first time that I had ever tried acupuncture, and I loved it. I really felt like it really calmed me, and they put needles in like the energy points of your body. And so I had a ton of needles in my face, and I really did feel like it just helped open everything up. And so I got diagnosed on Sunday. I didn't get to acupuncture until that Friday, so almost a week. And my face really started to just get tight. And I think I was just having to deal with a lot of because my face is like literally pulling my muscles this way. So my muscles are starting to get achy, and I was feeling tight. I was feeling anxious. I was kind of in that state of like, okay, this has been going on for 7 days now. Is it going to let up? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm tired of this. Like, okay, it was cool for a couple days, but like now I'm over it kind of thing. And so that just, I think, helped recenter me. She did a little bit of cuffing, which felt really good as well, just to kind of help relax my muscles and do a lot of lymphatic drainage. And then the other thing that my chiropractor did as well that I forgot to mention is she did some craniosacral work. So she stuck her finger in my mouth and really massaged all of these muscles, because there's so many muscles to our face. And that's one thing that I've realized by doing this, is that you don't realize how many muscles you use in a day in your face and how painful they can be when they're sore. Because it really yes, it's paralyzed, and a lot of times people think paralysis, you don't feel anything, but there's nerve pain that comes along with it. And the nerve pain is excruciating and probably the worst part about this. It really is so cringy, the pain that can zing you in the jaw from the nerve pain that can come with this. And so I am kind of meshing Western and Eastern medicine together to just give my body the tools it needs in order to heal properly, and in order to fight this, and in order to get over this. As far as my mental state goes, I really do deep down think that this is a journey that I've been meant to go through, and I am learning all along the way. And it's also given me some time to reassess what I'm doing and like what I've been doing to myself and the stress I've been putting on myself. And so I am seeing this as a growth period. Doesn't mean there haven't been hard days, doesn't mean there haven't been tears, doesn't mean there has not been frustration. But yeah, I am confident that it will go away. Not knowing when it'll go away has been a little bit of a mental mind, you know what, but that's okay. We'll get through it. I'm going to get through it. I'm going to continue to document and kind of like vlog how my experience is going, just so that I can hopefully help any of you who are dealing with this. This that I kind of recapped was basically days 1 through 7, and then I'll do a little bit of a recap of like days 7 to 14 and so on and so forth. So I hope if you are dealing with Bell's palsy that you hang in there. I know it's tough. Please leave a comment down below if you need any sort of encouragement or you need someone to like just sympathize with and understand what you're going through. I am here for you. You can also follow along with me day to day if that's something that you're interested in on my Instagram at Detoxing with Danny. I jump on there every day and kind of give everyone a little bit of a update as to what's going on with my face. So yeah, also don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I would so appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.